So the developers have just made a bit of a reveal, the behind the scenes of the orb. A bit of a Q&A with NCSoft. This new weapon will be magic based and it will fulfill the role of support or DPS. 4 weeks ago on Summer of Silesium, they first announced Orb, showcasing the visuals of 10 different ones. And here the first question is, how do you decide the size of the orb? They want to make it visually present but doesn't interfere with players' field of view. In the end, they arrived at a size that gives the orb a strong presence in combat without disrupting the overall flow of gameplay. If we look at some pictures, you can see what kind of size they seem to have settled on. This compared to the character, and that again here. Your character, the orb that will probably just float beside you. The next question, how did you determine the abilities and the mechanics? Well, the goal was to go beyond raw damage output. Its abilities and mechanics are built around the concept to let players shape the battlefield and shift the flow of combat. It is designed to function as a tactical tool, unlike traditional weapons that focus on direct damage and instant healing. You will have 3 spheres, the orb's unique resource. You will use them to protect allies, block enemy advances, and create openings for advantageous engagements. The effect of the skills you use will vary depending on how many orbs you have placed, where they're situated on the field, and then they will boost the different abilities. For example, you place 3 orbs down, you attack your target, and then projectiles will come from the 3 different orbs you've placed if they're in range of the target or not. You have to manage those orbs a bit like a resource, so maybe it would be tactically sound to just place 2, and then you would get 2 projectiles with an attack. Or you go to this kind of ability, where you place multiple orbs down, and the more you've placed, the stronger the effect of this protective barrier would be. Through extensive playtesting, they've refined the system into one that is easy to learn, but yet offers some game-changing potential in the hands of a skilled player. Another goal is to introduce a new playstyle that rewards not only quick reflexes, but precise aim, along with strategic planning and strong team coordination. As for the visuals of the orb, they believe it perfectly captures both the physical form of a sphere and the cosmic energy concentrated within it. The visual concept is inspired by celestial gravity, orbital movement, and fantasy concepts where magical constructs have the power to distort space itself. They wanted it to feel like a conduit through which players could harness the power of the universe, both functionally and visually, invoking the themes of astronomy, galaxies, and warped space. They aimed to visually express the orb not just as a physical object, but a force that dominates the battlefield by shaping space itself, such as creating a bubble. Rather than this just being a flat area on the ground like Fountain of Life, you have a more 3D visual representation of the area. The next question, what was the greatest challenge when designing the weapon? They say it was creating combat flow that balances offense, defense, and area control in a single weapon. A key question was how to make it feel both intuitive to use and rich in strategic depth. They also wanted to have like skill shot based playstyle that's easy for newcomers to pick up, yet offers endless tactical possibilities for tactical players. To overcome these challenges, they went through countless prototypes and playtests. As a result, the orb has become a weapon that's easy to start but deeply rewarding to master. We shall ultimately see. I'm very interested to figure out what different weapons it synergizes best with. From the sounds of it, it looks like they've put a lot of work into it, and it may very well turn out to be very powerful when it releases, at least for a highly skilled player. And of course that can take some time as people figure out certain patterns and synergies. But that was about it. The orb will release alongside Housing, Hyperboost, Dimensional Trials Revamp, and Battlegrounds as part of the next major update. I will just say the Korean patch notes did mention the Dimensional Trial Revamp would occur Wednesday, September the 17th. So make of that how you will. Unfortunately, no gameplay as of yet. Potentially we will see more with the creator roundtable tomorrow and have a better understanding of how it actually feels to play. But yes, we'll probably have to wait another month before we can actually get hands on. So thanks all for watching. Another special thank you to my channel members, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.